Hello, today we'll be talking about Lickitung. Its previous BYT dates are June 13th, 1996, April 4th, 1999, January 23rd, 2002, November 13th, 2004, September 4th, 2007, June 25th, 2010, April 15th, 2013, February 4th, 2016, November 25th, 2018, and September 15th, 2021. Its appearance might be odd, but I kinda like it, except the version Detective Pikachu. That thing is just creepy. And also, some early adaptations of it in the anime, like they gave it eyebrows, which is super weird. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we are talking about Lickitung, the licking Pokemon whose number is 0108. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal, abilities, own tempo, or oblivious. Cloud 9 is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding, egg group monster. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height 3'11" or 1.2 meters. Weight is 144.4 pounds or 65.5 kilograms. Base experience yield is 127 the first 4 gens or 77 and 5+. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV yield is 2. Both in HP. Shape is that, its footprint is that, Pokedex color is pink, and base friendship is 70. Lickitung is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. It evolves into Licky when leveled up while knowing rollout. Biology, Lickitung is a bipedal amphibian Pokemon with a round body and a thick, powerful tail. It has soft pink skin with curved yellow lines on its belly and a yellow ring marking on each knee. It has a thumb-like claw on each hand and a single large nail on each foot. There is a yellow spot on its palms and the soles of its feet. It has beady eyes and a long, prehensile tongue. With nerves that extend its entire length, the tongue is likely connected to its tail, which twitches and retracts when the tongue is pulled. At over 6 feet, 6 inches, 2 meters, Lickitung's tongue is twice as long as its body. Sticky, smelly saliva coats its tongue, which causes a tingling sensation when touched and can cause rashes if not cleaned off. It is used for capturing prey, mainly bug-type Pokemon, reaching for berries, exploring its environment, attacking, and cleaning, although the effectiveness of its cleaning is questionable as its saliva leaves behind its smell. Lickitung's saliva can also be used as a strong adhesive after cooking it. Lickitung remembers things by the texture and taste, although it apparently dislikes sour things. The tongue is both dexterous and powerful enough to lift people as seen in the anime. When capturing prey, Lickitung prefers swallowing them whole after paralyzing them with its tongue. Lickitung can be found in grassy plains and meadows. Evolution, Lickitung evolves into Licky. So we got Lickitung, Licky. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 1, in red and blue, its tongue can extend like a chameleon's. It leaves a tingling sensation when it licks enemies. Yellow, its tongue spans almost 7 feet and moves more freely than its forelegs. Its licks can cause paralysis. Stadium, its tongue, twice its body length, moves around freely to catch prey. Its licks cause a tingling sensation. Gen 2, Gold, its tongue has well-developed nerves that run to the very tip, so it can be deftly manipulated. Silver, its long tongue, slathered with a thick, gooey saliva, sticks to anything, so it is very useful. Crystal, it has a tongue that is over 6 feet and 6 inches long. It uses this long tongue to lick its body clean. Stadium 2 is just golds again. In Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, whenever Lickitung comes across something new, it will unfailingly give it a lick. It does so because it memorizes things by texture and by taste. It is somewhat put off by sour things. Emerald, whenever it sees something unfamiliar, it always licks the object because it memorizes things by texture and taste. It is somewhat put off by sour things. Fire Red, its tongue is twice the length of its body. It can be moved like an arm for grabbing food and attacking. Leaf Green is red and blue skin. In Gen 4 and Diamond and Pearl, instead of hands, it uses its tongue, which is twice its height. Its sticky saliva grips anything. Platinum, when it extends its over 6 foot long tongue, its tail quivers. There is a possibility they are connected. Heart Gold is Gold's entry, but Soul Silver is slightly different than Silver's, so we'll read it. Its long tongue, slathered with a gooey saliva, sticks to anything, so it is very useful. In Gen 5, the black and white entries are Platinum's entry. In Black 2 and White 2, being licked by its long saliva-covered tongue leaves a tinkling sensation. Extending its tongue retracts its tail. In Gen 6, X is Soul Silver's entry. Y is Fire Red's entry. The Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Pokedex entry is their Ruby and Sapphire counterpart. In Gen 7, Ultra Sun,
It checks out whatever's around it by licking everything. If you don't clean off a spot where it's licked you, you'll break out in a rash. Ultra Moon. It licks filth clean with its tongue. Whatever it licks always sticks afterward, so whether it's very clean is questionable. The Let's Go Pokedex entries is Yellow's entry. In Gen 8 and Sword, if this Pokemon's sticky saliva gets on you and you don't clean it off, an intense itch will set in. The itch won't go away either. Shield. Bug Pokemon are Lickitung's main food source. This Pokemon paralyzes its prey with a lick from its long tongue, then swallows the prey whole. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are very similar to the Diamond and Pearl counterpart, but slightly different, so I'll read it. Instead of its hands, it uses its tongue, which can stretch twice this Pokemon's height. Lickitung's sticky saliva grips anything. Legends Arceus wields its long tongue deftly as though it were an arm. The Pokemon's viscous saliva, once it has been collected and boiled down, yields a strong and highly useful adhesive. Lickitung in the Alola Pokedex and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Game locations, side game locations, events. Held items Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for a held item to appear. In Red, Blue, and Yellow, you get a Bitterberry 100% of the time. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, you get a Lagging Tail 5% of the time. Branch, you get TM44 Rest 100% of the time. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, you get a Lagging Tail 5% of the time. In Sword and Shield, with the Expansion Pass, you get a Lagging Tail 5% of the time. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you get a Lagging Tail 5% of the time. Legends Arceus, for normal, you get a Castor Fern 35% of the time. Ball of Mud 15% of the time, go down by level. Alpha, you get EXP Candy S 100% of the time. Seed of Mastery 10% of the time, and grid items per level, still don't know how the math works. Stats, base stats, HP 90, attack 55, defense 75, special attack 60, special defense 75, speed 30, for a total of 385. This Pokemon's special base stat in Gen 1 was 60. Pokethon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to fighting for double, immune to ghost, and resistant to nothing. I think this is the first Pokemon we've had that's resistant to nothing. Notes, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of ghost-type moves is 1. So it would go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. 1, you get Lick and Defense Curl. 6, you get Rollout. 12, Supersonic, 18, Wrap, 24, Disable, 30, Stomp, 36, Knockoff, 42, Screech, 48, Slam, 54, Power Whip, and 60, Belly Drum. In Legends Arceus, at 1, you get Tackle, and masters it at 10. Level 6, they get Rest, they master it at 15. At 11, they get Bulldoze, they master it at 20. At 18, they get Zen Headbutt, they master it at 28. At 25, they get Double Edge and master it at 35. At 34, they get Rollout and master it at 45. And at 43, they get Giga Impact and master it at 54. By TM/CR in Sword and Shield, TM 0, Mega Punch. 1, Mega Kick, 3, Fire Punch, 4, Ice Punch, 5, Thunder Punch, 8, Hyper Beam, 9, Giga Impact, 11, Solar Beam, 15, Dig, 16, Screech, 21, Rest, 22, Rock Slide, 23, Thief, 24, Snore, 25, Protect, 27, Icy Wind, 31, Attract, 32, Sandstorm, 33, Rain Dance, 34, Sunny Day, 36, Whirlpool, 39, Facade, 41, Helping Hand, 43, Brick Break, 48, Rock Tomb, 59, Fling, 76 Round, 79 Retaliate, 81 Bulldoze, 97 Brutal Swing, 98 Stomping Tantrum. Okay, for the TRs, 0, Swords Dance, 1, Body Slam, 2, Flamethrower, 3, Hydro Pump, 4, Surf, 5, Ice Beam, 6, Blizzard, 8, Thunderbolt, 9, Thunder, 10, Earthquake, 15, Fire Blast, 17, Amnesia, 20, Substitute, 26, Endure, 27, Sleep Talk, 31, Iron Tail, 33, Shadow Ball, 45, Muddy Water, 69, Zen Headbutt, 72, Power Whip, 85, Workup, 99, Body Press. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you get 1, Focus Punch, 3, Water Pulse, 10, Workup, 11, Sunny Day, 13, Ice Beam, 14, Blizzard, 15, Hyper Beam, 17, Protect, 18, Rain Dance, 22, Solar Beam, 23, Iron Tail, 24, Thunderbolt, 25, Thunder, 26, Earthquake, 28, Dig, 30, Shadow Ball, 31, Brick Break, 32, Double Team, 34, Shockwave, 35, Flamethrower, 37, Sandstorm, 38, Fire Blast, 39, Rock Tomb, 42, Facade, 44, Rest, 45, Attract, 46, Thief, 56, Fling, 58, Endure, 68, Giga Impact, 75, Swords Dance, 77, Psych Up, 80, Rock Slide, 82, Sleep Talk, 83, Bulldoze, 85, Dream Eater, 87, Swagger, 90, Substitute, 93, Cut, 95, Surf, 96, Strength, 98, Rock Smash, and 100, Rock Climb. By breeding in Sword and Shield, Snorlax gives you Belch, This group gives you Curse, this group gives you Hammer Arm, and this group gives you Thrash. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. This group gives you Amnesia, Snorlax gives you Belch. This group gives you Belly Drum, this group gives you Body Slam, this group gives you Curse, this group gives you Hammer Arm, this group gives you Muddy Water, Snorlax gives you Snore, this group gives you Thrash, and this group gives you Zen Headbutt. By tutoring in Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. So in the expansion pass of Sword and Shield, you get Steel Roller and Terrain Pulse, Legends Arceus, you can get Aqua Tail, Bulldoze, Fire Punch, Flamethrower, Giga Impact, Hyper Beam, Ice Ball, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, Icy Wind, Iron Tail, Rest, Rock Slide, Rock Smash, Thunder Punch, Water Pulse, and Zen Headbutt. By transfer from another generation, 7 you get Acid, from 4 to 7 you get Aqua Tail, 1 you get Bide, that doesn't work anymore, 5 to 7 you get Bind, 1 you get Bubble Beam, 4 you get Captivate, that doesn't work anymore, 5 through 7 you get Chip Away, that doesn't work anymore, 6 and 7 you get Confide, 1 and 3 you get Counter, 1, 2, 5, and 6 you get Cut, 1 through 7 you get Double Team, 1 and 3 you get Double Edge, 5 through 7 you get Dragon Tail, 2 through 7 you get Dream Eater, 2 and 3 you get Dynamic Punch, 1 you get Fissure, 3, 4, 6, and 7 you get Focus Punch, 2 through 7 you get Frustration, that doesn't work anymore, 2, 4, and 7 you get Headbutt, 3 from an event you get Heal Bell, 2 through 7 you get Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore, 5 and 6 you get Incinerate, 2 through 7 you get Magnitude, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 you get Me First, that doesn't work anymore, 1 and 3 you get Mimic, 2 through 4 you get Mud Slap, 4 you get Special Gift, that doesn't work anymore, 2 and 3 you get Nightmare, that doesn't work anymore, 6 you get Power Up Punch, 2 through 7 you get Psych Up, 1 you get Rage, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 you get Refresh, that doesn't work anymore, 2 through 7 you get Return, that doesn't work anymore, from 5 in a special event you get Rock Climb, that doesn't work anymore, 2, 5, and 6 you get Rock Smash, 3, 4, and 6 you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore, 1, 3, and 7 you get Seismic Toss, 3, 4, 6, and 7 you get Shockwave, 1 you get Skull Bash, 3 through 7 you get Smelling Salts, that doesn't work anymore, 1, 2, 5, and 6 you get Strength, 1 you get Submission, 2 through 7 you get Swagger, 1 you get Takedown, 1 through 7 you get Toxic, 1 you get Water Gun, 3, 4, 6, and 7 you get Water Pulse, 3 from an event you get Wish, and 4 through 7 you get Ring Out. That doesn't work anymore. Anime only moves, Tackle is a normal type, Pikachu revolts in the TCG, you get the move Lunge from this card. Side game data, this, okay. Evolution data, Lickitung evolves into Licky Licky when leveled up while knowing Rollout. Lickitung cannot evolve into Licky Licky in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as Licky Licky is not present in those games. So you got Lickitung, Licky Licky. Sprites here, so you can see how, it's got the basics, but it's also ridiculously different. So like the ring is a little bit more complicated. This is all a lot thicker for both of these two. We get like the taller, more proportioned one. We get to see the rings. The rings seem to be missing or not very clear on there. The lines on its belly are weird. Yeah, that's got the basics. The tongue. Oh, that's so weird. This becomes more human-like of the tongue and yellow. Slowly becomes more human-like. That's okay. This one, I don't know. I guess it could arguably work for this one. The tail is a lot thinner in the originals, but it's a lot thicker now. The ring is, of course, more like the ring there. Yep. So it's a different pink as well. This is a different pink. This is sort of a golden pink, I guess. So you get the lines. There's 2 lines now rather than 3. Kind of 2, I guess, there. The ring, yep. Okay. Yep. Gen 3 introduces the sort of other pink, I guess. And the yellow elements, can't really see them so much until we get to Fire Red, and there's 3 lines again. This is now yellow, shiny. Kind of still, you can see that's, I don't know if it's the same yellow, but just like the yellow body makes it not look the same, or if it's a different shade of yellow. In Gen 4, you get this slightly different pink. This is more of like a green, yellow-green, I guess. The spots, well, we don't really see the spot. We see the spot in this one. So this is the first one that really introduces the colored spot, or the properly colored spot, I guess. So it's a green kind of spot there. That's pretty cool. There's a lot more. There's 4 lines now. It's pretty fun. Yep, this is a different pink. Yep. Gen 5 goes back to sort of this pink. And, yep. Let me get the back sprite. Looks kind of silly. We're back to 3 lines again. That's interesting. So now we got the sort of more modern, lighter pink. It's got 4 things again. That's interesting. Yep. It's pretty good, I'd say. You know, slightly different, of course, because it's kind of difficult to translate this into 3D. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, even the tongue is a lighter pink, so this is a darker yellow, but also a different shade of pink for the tongue. I guess that's true for this one as well. And I guess it was true for 4, huh? And 3. Oh, and I guess it's always been different color, a different shade of pink. I never realized that. Huh. Okay. These look a little bit more bigger, I guess. Like, maybe it's just the more zoomed in. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So there's a 4th line in the model. So yeah. Then we're back down to 3. Looks like that. Okay, now we're back to 4. I mean, maybe it's just being cut off. Yeah. These are nice looking Legends Arceus. That's pretty good models. Yep. See all the different, you know. It's down to 3 again, although maybe there might be some on the other side that we can't see. You get to see different it is. Yep, this is a darker pink again. Okay, the cross generation, the lighter pink. Yeah. It's more back to being just yellow again. I guess that kind of happened when it went to the 3D models and went to yellow. Yep. In the anime, Lickitung in the anime. Okay, got all this. Pokedex entries in episode 52 in Ash's Pokedex. Lickitung, the licking Pokemon. It uses a tongue that is more than twice the length of its body to battle as well as gather food. In Sun and Moon, episode 72 in the Rotom Pokedex. Lickitung, the licking Pokemon, a normal type. When Lickitung eats something new, it never forgets how that food tastes or smells. In the manga, Lickitung and Pokemon Adventures here. In the TCG. Other appearances, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Lickitung is a Pokefloat. As fighting moves to the left, Lickitung will extend its tongue, which must be used as a stepping stone to continue. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. 2 Lickitung appeared in Pokemon Detective Pikachu. One of them approached Tim Goodman on the train. He was heading to Rhyme City and licked his face. And I think there's probably more than 2. We'll see, though. This thing is horrifying. It's too real. It's too skin-like. And, like, the tongue is so, like, realistic. It's disgusting. Trivia: in the Pokemon Red and Blue Beta, Lickitung was originally known as Tongue-Tied. Clever. Lickitung's red/blue and leaf green Pokedex entry compare its extensible tongue to that of Chameleon, a real-world lizard. Lickitung was incorrectly referred to as a fighting-type Pokemon in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, Prima's official strategy guide. Lickitung's name was misspelled as Lickitung in the Kanto Poké Rap. Lickitung was listed in the credits of the N64 game Paperboy under the heading Special Edition Thanks. Despite its name, category, and Pokedex entries, Lickitung could not learn the move Lick until Gen 2. In Goldenrod Tunnel, there is a Pokemaniac who, before battling, says their Pokemon just got a haircut. However, their Pokemon is a Lickitung. This implies Lickitung may be capable of growing hair. Not counting temporary Pokemon, Lickitung is the only Pokemon used by Team Rocket in Kanto that can be caught in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, while the others are exclusive to Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Origin: Lickitung may be based on lungless salamanders, some of which have projectile tongues and may secrete a sticky, irritating substance. It could also be based on lizards with long, extending, or projectile tongues like chameleons. Additionally, it may draw inspiration from the Akaname, a mythical yokai with a single claw on each foot and gigantic tongue. Akaname are known to lick filth out of bathhouses, similar to Lickitung's habit of licking dirty things clean. Lickitung is a combination of lick and tongue. Barrow-ringa may be a combination of barrow, colloquial term for tongue, barrow-licking, barrow, onomatopoeia for licking, and lingua, Latin for tongue. Other languages, related articles, references, yeah, let's move on.
Now let's see Lickitung's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we're watching episode 52, Princess vs. Princess. In this episode, Jesse, James, and Meowth of Team Rocket are celebrating the Princess Festival, where women get discounts on everything. And she has bought some gifts for their boss, Giovanni. And they're talking about... So, he's wondering if that'll work, like, basically bribing the boss with these gifts. And he says that, that really won't work unless they can get a half-priced Pikachu, because their whole goal is catching Pikachu. Ash's Pikachu in particular, yes. So a Lickitung will appear.
Huh?
There's the Lickitung. Oh, looks very interesting.
What in the world is that?
Okay, so that's Lickitung's first scene in the anime.
Unfortunately, we're now going to see the scenes with Lickitung and Detective Pikachu.
Hello and welcome to the Detective Pikachu portion of the video, or as I like to call it, Detective Lickitung, as it's only the frames with Lickitung to the best of my ability. In the film, Tim Goodman here has found out that his father has died, so he's going on this train to go to Rhyme City, a city where humans and Pokemon can coexist. And on this train, a Lickitung has found him and is gonna lick him. Yep. He's not a huge fan of Pokemon as is, so...
Actually, what please do is thank you.
That's not great,
Thank
yeah.
You have a very generous tongue.
So... he's all happy, which is a good sign, I guess.
And he wanted to share that discovery.
So, now Tim is watching a video introducing him to Rhyme City, and so the Lickitung is in the artwork here. It'll appear a few times.
With the world.
And that's, oh yeah, that's Roger Clifford, the president of Clifford Industries. He's talking about his father, Howard Clifford, who founded Rhyme City. Yeah, he runs the news.
To Rhyme City.
Okay, that's Howard talking, so there's a bunch of Pokemon. We're in this sort of establishing shot of the city here. Yep. Okay, so now, yeah, he's going to the police station because, his father was a detective for the police. Yeah, and so the Lickitung here is in the background, walking with this woman. Yeah. Okay, so now we've cut to a little bit later in the film. Tim has met Detective Pikachu, a talking Pikachu, and has been on a little adventure where Apalm, who are affected by something called the R-gas, which makes them go crazy, have been attacking him, and so he's trying to warn people about their attack, and the Lickitung's in the background here.
It's really gross.
Can no one else hear him?
And so, yeah, he's like, why can only I understand him and no one else can?
Can you hear him talking? You can hear him saying...
Because I could use a coffee.
Okay, so now we cut to a little bit later in the scene. It's been revealed that Pikachu here was Harry's detective partner, and so he's now, you know, they're gonna realize, you know, or he's coming to terms with that, I guess, and they're gonna talk at a cafe.
I mean, that's a... Yeah, let's get a coffee. Yeah. Come on.
Lickitung in the background there, yeah.
You wanted me to live here.
Yes. Okay, so that we're gonna have to go back for. Goes by so fast. Okay, so we've cut to a little bit later. Tim has agreed to work with Pikachu as he believes that Harry isn't actually dead. So they're gonna work together. This is just kind of the night of the same kind of thing. So he's gotten clean up from the Apalm incident, and they're kind of interacting, and he's talking about how Harry wanted Tim to live there when he was a kid, so he made it look like his childhood bedroom. So the Lickitung, it's kind of really hard to tell, but it's here on this card. Yeah.
You wanted me to live here.
Okay, so now we've cut to later in the film. They've tracked the R-gas to this underground fight club here, and so they will. Yeah, they're gonna enter it, and I don't know. Yeah. So there's the Lickitung there. And a better shot of it. So in the club, a Blastoise is fighting a Gengar here, as you can see it up here in this second floor, I guess. See that kind of in the background. So that's Miss Norman, Howard's assistant.
Ready.
Okay, so yeah, so Gengar is one. Lickitung's up there.
Next.
So what has happened? We've got a little later. The owner of the club has challenged Tim to a battle because he was here he was here before with Harry, and he scarred the owner's Charizard, and so he wants a rematch because Tim and Detective Pikachu want to learn more about the Argas so that they can find Harry. So he's struggling to use his powers because he has amnesia. Yeah. So Tim has entered the ring to help Pikachu because, yeah, Charizard's beating up Pikachu pretty bad. And so now he's come into the ring to be like, why are you in the ring, you know? And so he's fallen. The tail hit him, and so now the Argas is being released. All the Pokemon are going crazy here. In the background stuff. Yeah. So now we've got to later in the film. Howard has summoned Tim, so you can see the Lickitung on the artwork here.
Please, come in.
So, yeah, an Eevee is evolving into a Flareon right now. That's what they're seeing. There's the Flareon.
That greatness inside you.
Okay, so now we've got to much later in the film. So there's a parade going on for the 10th anniversary of Rhyme City. Tim and Detective Pikachu found out that Mewtwo is connected with Harry's disappearance, and so they found Mewtwo, but Mewtwo was captured by who they believe to be Roger Clifford. Tim and Detective Pikachu split up, and because Mewtwo showed Pikachu a vision where it seemed like he betrayed Harry, Tim has allied with this reporter, Lucy, and she's gonna, like, say the news, like, she wants help getting the news, so she talked to Cynthia McMaster's here, who blew her off, and gave her coat just because she was done with her report and stuff. And she's ordered her to get coffee for her. Tim is going to talk to Howard. That's what we saw a little bit earlier. Yeah, so then the Lickitung's in the background here.
Cynthia?
Okay, so now he's at the office. There's Lickitung gonna tell Howard, because, you know, Roger is Howard's son, so, and that, you know, they were connected,
Howard,
so, you know.
Mr. Clifford, your son.
Okay, so now we've got to a little bit later, the parade's starting. There's a Lickitung down here, probably, or I think down here as well. No, I think, yeah, there's a Lickitung over here, I think, but there's probably a few others in the crowd here. Just a variety.
So as you can see, we are more than happy with the turnout today.
Hello.
Okay, so then there's one over here. So she's used Cynthia's jacket to try to get an interview with the mayor to tell him what's going on.
Hi, I have an interview with the mayor.
Go on.
Okay, so now it's been revealed that Howard was the one who actually captured Mewtwo, and so he's explaining, so he's used a device called the Neuralink to put his mind inside of Mewtwo's mind to control him, and he's explaining to Tim that the R-gas can make the Pokemon go crazy, and Mewtwo can use his powers to merge humans and Pokemon, since Howard wants the ultimate partnership between humans and Pokemon, and that's how he sees that would work. So there's a few, it's kind of hard to tell, but there are a few down here, a few of the Lickitung. Yep. And so now, Howard is about to reveal his plan to the city. There's the Lickitung there.
Not just for me,
there's
but
Mewtwo,
for all
the
of
Neuralink.
humanity.
So now he's releasing the Argas from the blimps, or from the floats. There's a few Lickitung down there. Kind of hard to tell in this chaos, but they're down there.
Okay.
So now Detective Pikachu has returned to Rhyme City after finding some evidence at the car crash that was believed to have killed Harry. And so the Lickitung's there, and he's gonna meet with Psyduck. That's Lucy's Psyduck. Her mind is now inside of Psyduck.
Worst parade I've ever seen.
Psyduck.
Lucy. Lucy.
So now we cut to a little bit later. So that is a Ditto, who was also Miss Norman from earlier. And so the Lickitung is there, of course, but it is transformed into a Loudred and blown Tim away because it's trying to stop Tim from stopping Howard. Now it's merging into Lucy, or form. Okay, now it's kicked him all the way onto this ledge here, this open window. And there's a couple Lickitung down there. It's kind of hard to tell. So now it's transformed into a Cubone and is trying to hit him. You hit his fingers down. Okay, and we've cut to a little bit later. So Roger was revealed to have been captured by Howard, or maybe by the Ditto. It's not really clear. He was in Howard's closet. but he got free, and so he knocked the Cubone off the balcony here. And now, but he came back as a Braviary and has transformed into a Charizard here, is attacking Tim. And of course, we got the Lickitung in the background there.
Tim!
So now we've cut to a little bit later. Tim has disconnected the neural link from Howard. He defeated Ditto before that. And so now Tim and Pikachu are reuniting. There's the Lickitung in the background. That's Mewtwo proper. So now Mewtwo is, gonna fix everything, and there's a few Lickitung down there. So now Howard's being arrested. There's a Lickitung down there. That's Roger.
The thing is that
you know that
no
already.
matter what his flaws, deep down, I blame myself for not being there for him.
They had a bad relationship. So they're celebrating being done. So they were celebrating victory. And so then we've got the art here. Also with the eyebrows. I never noticed that. But yeah, in the credits here, it appears. Interesting decision. And then the spiral here. And there's a bunch of Pokemon. And Lickitung is among them. But yeah, let's move on.
Now let's see why people love Lickitung. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on this single image. That's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is 108 Lickitung by Stephen Andrew. It's this cute looking Lickitung, slightly stylized. You can see its tongue like fully out and drooling a little bit. It's kind of silly. It's kind of cute. Number 108 is what it says there. Yeah, it's very nice. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I talk about Snorlax before I can catch a Lickitung. Tomorrow I'll be talking about coughing. As always, this is my proper outfit and you'll see me tomorrow.